Good day, it's a new week, and my name is Adolf Kaure. Today we find ourselves at the Brew Bristles Cafe for today's episode of Erongo Talk. We'll be having an interview that is with Stefanie Giersch, who is the clubhouse and events manager at SFC Sports Club. She'll be talking about the events that will be coming up at that specific club. I'll also be bringing you the news as well as the weather and tides, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back after today's calendar day. It is now time for the news, and in our first story, since 2017, the municipality of Walvis Bay has installed almost 1,300 prepaid water meters in Kwizermund and Naraville, mostly on council's residential properties. At a recent council meeting, the management committee tabled a report asking that interest charged on council residential properties be ceased. So in the meantime, as per the council meeting of 24 April 2019, council takes note of some of the following debt collection strategies. So this includes customers having to settle their 30 days account up to date before prepaid water is sold to them, and 50% of each prepaid water purchase to be allocated to the customer's outstanding debt. So you can catch this story on our website, the full length story on erongo.com.na. And in our second story, also pertaining to Walvis Bay, housing remains a major challenge in Walvis Bay, something that was evident on Friday when over 300 people turned up at Kwizermund Municipal Building to bid on 81 residential erven in Kwizermund and Meersig. So acting chief executive of the Walvis Bay municipality, Frans Gontep, said that they have introduced a system for residents to bid on erven, and he was quoted as saying this was the first ever closed bidding for 12 erven in Kwizermund and 69 in Meersig. So due to COVID-19 regulations, we only called bidders for a certain erf in the hall. All the bids made on a specific erf were read aloud, and immediately thereafter the winning bid was announced. That's what Gontep said. And finally, in some sports news, the netball teams and Namibian Navy and Tigers served up some fast-paced netball at the Kwizermund netball fields on Saturday afternoon. This match was part of the MTC Namibia Netball Premier League, and was almost the first game played, or it was also the first game played in Walvis Bay. So at the end of the first quarter, Navy was leading 12-8 against Tigers. In the second quarter, it seemed that the home-based team had the game in the bag when they still led by 21 points to 19. Very, very narrow, but however, Tigers fought back tooth and claw and managed to lead the third quarter 33 points to 18, and thereafter Tigers managed to keep up their winning pace, and at the final whistle they clinched a 48-38 victory over Navy. So congratulations to Tigers over there. So Navy netball team plays in Grootfontein for their next match, and while the next game in Walvis Bay will be on the 12th of June between 11 Arrows and the Navy. So that concludes our news. Do keep on watching Erongo Talk. Right, I'm here with Stefanie Giersch, who is from SFC. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing very well. So now you are now in charge that side of SFC. What are your plans for the year?
We've got a couple of plans happening. Firstly, I'm the new events manager as well as for the club itself. And then my partner, Tony Dalgas, who's not present at the moment, he's in charge of the outside and maintenance of the club. We've got our typical plans coming up, like a Christmas Cup at the end of the year in December, and the Bala Bala, which is the fistball. But now soon we've got a couple of new things that have been added to our sports club. Yeah.
So before we get into things, how does it feel now that COVID restrictions have been lifted slightly in terms from a sporting perspective?
It's quite nice because something is finally happening on the lawn again. We've had to keep it up and running, which has been very detrimental on the expenses because there has been no money coming in. But now that the sports ground is being used again, it's nice. The entire feeling and the happiness of the club has been lifted. So that's been a big difference.
Right. And tell us more about the upcoming events, the soon-to-come events.
So the soon-to-come events is one very big one, which we're very excited about, is the Dion Hotto Foundation. They're actually having their launch at the club as well on the 25th of June, where they'll have invitation only, some guests that they're inviting. And then the weekend after that, the 25th, 26th, and 27th of June, they'll actually have a league at the sports ground as well, and football regarding that. And then archery, one of our subsections, is having tournament as well outside on the B field, and then that's the Saturday, and then the Sunday indoor. So that's also quite nice because it's not something that's been it's not been exposed very much in Namibia. So that's quite a new subsection that we're very excited about.
And I know Tony is not here, but if you can speak on his behalf, youth development at SFC is very impressive. I've seen you guys develop like even the soccer teams from very young upwards. I mean, how has this been successful? Is it paying dividends?
Well, it has grown tremendously. Yes, Tony started. It was actually it was supposed to be a short-term group called DBFN, meaning Dein Ball für Namibia, where we've got a lot of donations, especially from overseas, coming in to support the youth soccer. So we don't only have memberships being paid, we also have every day of the week we have food for the kids, for every age group, under 15, under 17. So they've got, on Mondays, they've got their cereals and milk, and then every Friday they've actually got a hot meal. So every single under 15, under 17 gets a hot meal before the weekend starts. So that has been a very big, very big step towards supporting our youth league and our youth in general in Namibia.
And also, you guys are also supporting the community at large. Food donations outside as well. SFC doing very well.
Yes, it's not only Swakopmund. I mean, the BFN works close in regards with SFC. It's the home base. So we do actually travel throughout Namibia, from Uzakos to Uis to Luderitz, handing out donations, footballs, chicos that we get sponsored from, the food. It's quite exciting. It's becoming more and more. So it's quite nice. We've got a new container that we've managed to order now. We've gotten some very high donations. This container will have give the little kids access to actually do their homework, have a place to actually get this stuff done not only for soccer but for education. Yeah.
Right. Stefanie, what is your last words to our viewers out there?
Well, let me think. SFC has always been my home, and I have now the opportunity to grow it and to be a bigger part of it. And we would like there to be more people joining the club, not only on a football perspective, but on a social member perspective. We've completely renovated the inside the bar area. If it wasn't for this COVID, we would have done the kitchen and the bathrooms and the office as well, but that'll come at a later stage. If we would like we'd like more members or more people to come support the club in that aspect.
So there you have it, Stefanie Giersch, from SFC.
Hi, my name is Sensei Semi Neumann, and this is my student, and we are both from Budokai Karate Swakopmund. And we just want to show you one way of defending oneself if you're going to be attacked.
And now for the weather conditions and the tides in all the major towns in the mighty Erongo region. With that, it brings us to the end of today's episode of Erongo Talk. We are available on social media on Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitter, those three platforms. And our website is erongo.com.na, where you can find all our news and so much more. You can also catch us on our WhatsApp and Telegram number, which is 08 117 00040. I repeat, 08 117 00040. So we're still in the middle of the pandemic, so do stay safe and take care. We'll be back tomorrow.